Thursday. Let's get our circle time started today with the song Hello Everybody. So you need to stand up for this one. You ready? Hello everybody, and how are you today? We come to our circle to laugh and sing and play. So when you're up, and when you're down, and when you're only halfway up, you're neither up nor down. So roll your hands so slowly, roll your hands so fast, give your hands a clap, 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 and put them in your lap, lap, lap. Okay. So good morning or good afternoon again. It is Thursday and today we're celebrating the letter R. Think about a letter R. Do you have an R in your name? Quite a few of you do have R's in your name. I can think of a friend that starts with an R. How about Robbie starts with an R? Ryan starts with an R. What else am I missing? Rana. Rana starts with the letter R. I think that's it. I'm just looking at my list. That is it. But there are some other ones of you that have R's in your name. So think about whether that's you. Let's get out a piece of paper and let's practice writing an R, because an R looks different when it's a capital and when it's a lowercase. So let's take a look and see if we can do it. So get a writing tool. If you don't have a writing tool, you can do this in the air. Where do you start a ladder? At the top. Where do you start a ladder? At the top. When you're gonna write a ladder, then you better remember to start it at the top. All right, so a capital R is made up of straight lines and curved lines. So we're gonna start at the top. We're going to go down, and then we're going to, oh, that's a little hard to see there, that's better. And then we're going to go back to the top, and we're going to go around like this. So it kind of looks like a P right now, but we need to turn it into an R. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to this spot here in the middle, and we're going to do a diagonal line down. So there is an uppercase or a capital R. Now, a lowercase r is made up of a straight line and a curved line. It is a medium-sized letter, so it's not going to be as tall as your capital. It's going to be a straight line. You're going to start again with a straight line. And then you're just going to go over and make a little curved line around. Did you get it? All right, so an R says and when we do our jolly phonics, it's Rags the dog, right? He says so that's our action. Can you think of some words that rhyme or that start with R? I know we talked about some this morning in our live meeting as well. One word that starts with R is the word rhyme. And we love learning about rhymes in kindergarten. And another word that starts with an R is riddle. Do you know what a riddle is? A riddle is kind of something that you need to figure out. And so what I thought we could do right now is we could do some rhyming riddles. Okay, so I'm going to read them. I've got them on my phone, so I'm going to read them and I'm going to see if you can solve them. The answer rhymes with the riddle. So I'll give you an example. We'll do the first one, and I think you'll get the hint of it. Okay, so it says like this. You sleep in me, and I rhyme with sled. Okay, so what is something you sleep in that rhymes with sled? Sled, bed. And we know they rhyme when we write them out. Sled ends in ed. We know that words that rhyme end the same way. And bed also ends in ed. Sled and bed. Okay, here we go. Let's do another one. Okay. I'm an animal that can hop, and I rhyme with log. Did you get it? A frog. log, frog. Okay, let's do another one. You need me to eat, and I rhyme with moon. What rhymes with moon that helps you to eat? Can you figure that one out? Moon, spoon. Moon, spoon rhymes. All right, let's do, you wear me on your head, and I rhyme with cat. What can you put on your head that rhymes with cat? Hat. All right, I say oink, and I rhyme with wig. What rhymes with wig that says oink? How about a pig? All right, the next one, I light up the sky and I rhyme with fun. So what gives us light in the sky that rhymes with fun? Hopefully you got that one. Sun, fun. All right, I say quack and I rhyme with truck. What is an animal that rhymes with truck that says quack? I'm sure you got that. Duck, right? Duck, truck. All right. I am red and white and I rhyme with bag. Okay, that one's a little trickier. I'm red and white and I rhyme with bag. You gotta think of words that rhyme with bag. I will give you a hint. This goes on a pole. We have one in front of the school, and every country has a different one, and Canada has a maple leaf on its. Wow, those are a few clues. Can you guess? We have a maple leaf in Canada. It's red and white, and it goes on a pole, and it rhymes with bag. Bag, flag, a flag. Okay, couple more. You have 10 of these, and they rhyme with rose. So what is something that you have 10 of that rhymes with rose? You have 10 toes. Toes and rose. Those words rhyme. Okay. I fall from the sky when it's cold, and I rhyme with glow. You'll probably get this one. In wintertime, what falls from the sky that rhymes with glow? Snow. All right, last one. Let's do, you can fly me in the sky, and I rhyme with white. So it's something that flies in the sky. You have to fly it in the sky, and I'll give you another hint that you use it on a windy day. It rhymes with white. White kite. Those two words rhyme. Great job on those rhyming riddles. Remember, those words start with an R. I'm thinking of another word that starts with an R, and it's an animal that starts with an R. There's a few animals that start with an R. We could have done a rabbit. What other animals can you think of that starts with an R? Rhinoceros. How about that one? I thought, oh, I have another one. How about a robin? Like the bird, the robin. There are many more, but I thought today we could read this book all about raccoons. And I'm sorry, friends, I've got a bit of a glare coming from my window there. All right, so this is a very quick book. It doesn't have a lot of words in it. It is a non-fiction book. It teaches us about real things. In this case, we're going to learn all about raccoons. I'm going to tell you a little story about raccoons. Raccoons are not one of my favorite animals. One day, a few years ago, I was downstairs in my basement, and we have a fireplace in our basement. And I walked down the stairs and I heard some rustling in our family room in the basement. And it sounded kind of like an animal in our house, inside our house. And I thought, oh, that's kind of strange. And I peeked around the corner. This was before we even had Poppy, so I knew we shouldn't have had an animal in the house. And I thought I saw something moving. And I thought, oh, was that? So I called for Mr. Lambert. It was very late at night. And he came downstairs and he said, oh, Mrs. Lambert, you're so silly. There's not an animal down here. Anyway, he looked, and sure enough, we had a raccoon in our house. Oh my goodness, I was so scared. And we didn't know how to get the raccoon out of our house. It had climbed in from the chimney. And normally raccoons cannot do that, but we were having some work done on our house and they had taken out a top part of our chimney, so it snuck in a hole. And so I'll tell you, I was screaming. I was very scared because there was a raccoon in the house. Anyway, Mr. Lambert got it kind of back into the fireplace so it would climb back up the chimney, and he blocked it off. And anyway, next thing we knew, he had put a piece of wood. There was a little hole. Anyway, we started seeing the raccoon paws, kind of like this, coming out from behind the wood. We couldn't get him out of the chimney. Well, sure enough, we found out that it was actually a mother raccoon, and she had had some babies in our chimney. So she was just trying to get back to her babies. So we ended up having 7 raccoons in our chimney. And the mom raccoon kept coming out into the house, I'm sure looking for food, and then she'd go back in to feed her babies. So we had to call someone into our house, and they eventually got rid of the raccoons for us. But that's why raccoons are not Mrs. Lambert's favorite animal. Sometimes some of you might have a story about an animal that makes you, maybe it's your favorite animal or not your favorite animal. So that's my story. But raccoons can be kind of cute when you look at them. See how they're a little bit furry? And some people think they look really sweet. So let's take a look and learn a little bit about raccoons. Listen carefully because we're going to do a little follow-up activity afterwards. Okay, raccoons live in the forest. Now, they usually live in the forest. They like to live in a forest. But sometimes raccoons come out into communities. They're not going to hurt you. Oftentimes if you're camping, you'll see raccoons. At our cottage, we have a raccoon that sometimes comes over to the hole, like to the fire when you're having a fire. They usually will not hurt you. They're just looking for food. But I didn't want you to think they only live in forests, because you might see a raccoon in your neighborhood. Sometimes on garbage day, if you put your garbage out too far in advance, like the day before, sometimes raccoons get into the garbage at night because they're looking for food. We have raccoons that come in our backyard every single night when it's dark. Every night. We see them, they walk through our backyard, and they go through all of our neighbors' backyards, and we don't live in a forest. Raccoons are small and furry. Their tails have black rings. See what that means, friends? See how it looks striped? It goes all the way around their tails like that, so that's why they say they have black rings. And then this is a little information question box, and it says, is the raccoon's tail long? So you can look at that picture and answer that question. Does that look long to you? I think that's a pretty long tail. Raccoons have black eye patches. Look at the eyes. See, they've got black fur around their eyes. Their snouts are pointed, and that's a great picture of a raccoon's snout. Raccoon babies are born in the spring. Look how cute that little baby looks. And the family lives in a hollow tree. How many raccoons do you see? Let's see, I see 1, 2, 3, and I think there's one more hidden kind of back there, so there might be 4. Baby raccoons play in the trees. It says, can you see their claws? And I'll go up close so you can see. See their claws? That helps them climb trees. They learn to climb. Raccoons dig for worms. They hunt for frogs and fish. Many raccoons eat near water. A swim is nice. And then the end, it's got some questions here at the back. But I thought we would do our questions just a little bit different. So I have some sentences here that you're going to help me complete. And friends, we have done this in the classroom before, so I know you know what to do, but I'm just going to explain it again. So when we see tall rectangles, we know that it's a tall letter. And the medium rectangles that just actually kind of look like squares, those are medium-sized letters. And then sometimes we have ones that are low rectangles, and we know that's a low letter. So let's talk about it. So it says, raccoons have eye patches. Okay, so raccoons have eye patches. So we know it has 5 letters. We got to figure out what this missing word is. What kind of eye patches do they have? We know the first letter is a tall letter. So I'm going to write the first letter for you, and let's see if you can guess it. So the first letter is a B, and a B is a tall letter. Raccoons have B eye patches. Do you know what it is? It's a color word. What color are their eye patches? They're black, and the book taught us that. So L is the next letter in black, and it's another tall letter. Then I have to do black. Now we have 2 letters that can say K. We have a C and a K. This one has both a C and a K in the word black, and K is a tall letter, so I need to make it tall again. So now the sentence says, raccoons have black eye patches. All right, let's do the next one. Baby raccoons are born in the, and this has got 2 low letters. So do you remember what season the baby raccoons were born in? The book taught us that. Our seasons are spring, summer, fall or autumn, and winter. Do you remember what season? Do you know it now? Spring. So spring. And G is another low letter. So baby raccoons are born in the spring. Okay, the next one says, raccoons can climb. What can they climb? Remember the picture showed us their sharp claws. What were they climbing in that picture? Do you remember? I'll give you a hint. The first letter is a tall letter, and it's a T. Trees. So R, E, E, and S are all medium-sized letters, but that T is a tall letter. And then our last sentence says, raccoons hunt for frogs and this was something that they found near the water. Do you remember what they ate in the water? And there was a picture of a raccoon eating this. And it starts with a tall letter and it ends with a tall letter. They hunt for frogs and fish. And that's the word fish. See, the F and the H are both tall letters. Good job, everybody. You're doing a great job learning about reading comprehension. We're really practicing that, and you're doing a really nice job with it. Okay, friends, it is time for us to say goodbye. Before we do our goodbye song, I want to remind you that Miss Hildebrandt has put some work for you, or a video for you, on our D2L page, so you should go check that out. And it's time for us to say goodbye. All right, sing with me. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Be sweet, parakeet. Give a hug, ladybug. See you soon, raccoon. Raccoon, out the door. Dinosaur, take care, polar bear. Blow a kiss, goldfish. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.